AOL earnings beating expectations. The company, though, still posting a loss. Let's bring in AOL CEO Tim Armstrong for more on that. Let's just go over the numbers first. A loss of 2 cents a share, 2.6 million. You beat Wall Street's expectations. So do you feel as though the company's turned the corner, or you're on the way?
We're on the way, and I think we've made tremendous progress. If you look at 2 years ago when we spun out from Time Warner, a little bit less than 2 years ago, we basically had declining businesses, and most of the businesses declining traffic. This year we're showing global growth in advertising for the last 2 quarters, 3 quarters in a row of display advertising growth. We're showing sequential OIBDA growth as a company. So you're starting to see all the work we did restructuring in 2010 and the work we put into the organic growth and the acquisitions we've done start to come out in the earnings. And I would expect on a go-forward basis, we're going to continue to close the gap to being a growth company. Some
analysts that I spoke with said they've made a number of acquisitions, Huffington Post, TechCrunch. So they're interested to know, as we are, what acquisitions might be ahead, or do you step back now and you don't spend money for a little while?
Yeah, so
in terms of acquisitions.
Yeah, our strategic plan was in 2009 to get the company out of Time Warner.
Yeah.
In 2010, we finally had the opportunity to restructure. We took $500 million of cost out. We restructured all the teams. 2011 has really been, we started with the Huffington Post acquisition at the beginning of the year, but we're really focused on organic growth right now. And I think for us, there's no major acquisition on our radar screen. The results we put up today were very organically driven, and we expect to continue to move that forward.
When you look at any future acquisitions, I'm wondering what you may have learned from TechCrunch. So TechCrunch acquisition got a lot of publicity, a lot of headlines, and then there was a lot of controversy following Michael Arrington's departure. Did you learn anything from that would make you approach acquisitions in a different way, or would you look at that and say that was a one-off?
Yeah, I think actually, first of all, I think the TechCrunch acquisition has been tremendously successful. The valuation's gone up, traffic's gone up, profitability's gone up. I think it was our opportunity and has been our opportunity to partner with Michael Arrington, who I think is a great entrepreneur and really a real centerpiece from a thought leadership in the tech space. We're investing with Michael Arrington going forward in the TechCrunch fund, so we're still partners with Michael. In terms of where TechCrunch is right now, we just did TechCrunch Beijing conference, the Disrupt conference. We had the most successful conference they've ever held for Disrupt in San Francisco a month or so ago. So I think on the TechCrunch acquisition side, the acquisition itself, the people involved in it, I think we've been successful with that. I think the noise around it has been Michael's change from being the editor to being an investor. And again, we're partners on the investment side. So I'd expect us to do more things with the Crunch Fund, which is Michael's thing, more things with TechCrunch, and put more investments into tech.
Any interest in acquiring Yahoo?
So, yeah, this question has come up a lot. And
really?
I've noticed it. Look, our results today show what we've been really focused on, which is clear strategy, clear execution, focus on content, focus on brand advertising. The results are starting to come behind that. I would not comment specifically on Yahoo other than to say a lot of the things that have been in the press have been false. My intention, my focus, our company's focus, and our employees' focus is to operate the comeback of AOL in an organic fashion.
So let's go over some of the things in the press. There's been chatter, too, about Yahoo acquiring AOL. There's been some reporting that you've said it could save the company up to $1.5 billion, that you've been talking to some top shareholders about it. If you look at some of your top shareholders between both companies, there is a similarity there in some of them. Are those false rumors in the press, or would it maybe make strategic sense for you guys?
Yeah. As of right now, from where I sit, the most strategic thing we can do is focus on execution. So the answer is I haven't sat down with Yahoo to try to sell AOL to Yahoo. That's not something I'm interested in, and our board is interested in. The second piece is, in terms of the stuff, again, that you're reading in the press about these areas, the cost reduction we did, which was $500 million out of our business, and again, you've seen the results today and improved results. Investors ask us all the time about other companies. So if we answer any questions about other companies in relation to what costs are, revenue are, the first thing we go back to is what we're doing. The second thing is I think the investors, and I would be careful with the word investors. I think there's other people involved around the periphery of these type of stories that are probably interested in getting fees or getting deals done. And I read the press. Most of it's false.